How's it going, everybody? This is Rob of Novakast, back with another weekly or episode for the weekly podcast. This is episode 67. This week I'm probably not going to have my webcam on. I'm going to quickly send the link to everybody for the podcast. So how's everybody doing today? A few things that we will probably be talking about today is the quote-unquote BLM Steam game. Canine Aversion, for those who, because I know a couple of people, or either it was one or a couple of people, were requesting that I discuss the Predatory Drift video and talk a little bit about Xbox, as well as the pandemic party that MJ, I think it's to MJ, cleverly called it due to the disgusting parasite known as Jake Paul. How's it going, Aiden?
It's going.
So I think for one of the topics, because I didn't know if anybody wanted to talk about it, I think I said something along the lines of when it came to the whole party thing as a suggestion for a topic. I think I used the exact words were, at least to MJ. I think I wouldn't pass the chance to discuss that little shit, Jake Paul. Which I'm just gonna say it doesn't surprise me, that he would do something like that. But then again, he did, join in the riots with the looting and all that shit. So
true.
When is he getting jail time? That's my question. He should be going to jail for that shit. Hell, if anything, now endangering people, possibly spreading the COVID even more, supposedly, since the Tanner Fox video.
Yeah.
But shall we get right into it?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right. The first one, I'm just going to go down the list.
Okay.
First off, the BLM Steam game. Now, I'm very cautious about talking about this one because the stigma around it.
It's gotten a lot of bad reviews. That's the only thing I've been able to find.
It's like it's not just that, but if we say anything bad about this, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody would be like, "You're fucking racist." Like, I've been called that before. I'm not. Yeah. We're just giving her criticism about this. So, yeah.
I honestly, before the stream, I wanted to look up gameplay footage, but there is nothing on that.
Besides, we were going to get into that. So, okay. So, for those who
try and give a better opinion.
Well, I was looking it up a second ago. It's a timer.
That's not what I'm reading off of the reviews.
People are. I think some people are fucking around.
Yeah, there's a lot of trolls within the review section.
I think it's just people fucking around. I was watching one of the Quarterings videos recently about it. So basically, a game came out on Steam by a developer. In fact,
let me.
I have Steam up. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up because I should have had it up. I don't know why I didn't pull it up beforehand.
It is literally 99 cents before tax.
Yeah. Oh, MJ saying let me in.
Okay. For those that are curious, here's the link to the game itself.
It's not even a game.
Yeah.
It's a timer. It's just a timer.
Did you read the description?
I'm pulling it up now.
It was talking about introspection and whatnot.
Okay, Black Lives Matter is an extremely short, extremely minimalistic. I pronounced that wrong, didn't I?
No, you're right. No, you pronounced it correctly. It's just
in quotes, not game designed to evoke a sense of introspection.
It's basically saying, pay 99 cents to sit there and think about what you've done or did not do.
Yep.
It's basically like time out the game.
Yeah, and supposedly it's like it's something connected to the whole George Floyd case.
Well, yeah, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, and it's
go ahead.
I was gonna say, and it's like a mixed bag of like people's thoughts on this.
Oh no, the reviews, it says, if you go to the page, it says mostly negative.
Yeah.
If it's like, if it was free, that's one thing, but why actually charge money for it?
Yeah, just going down the list. Not recommended. Not
just go stand in a corner and you've beaten the game, speed running it, if you will.
Yeah, it's like at this point
you can do it.
You know, at this point, if it's something that's trying to guilt trip me, then you know what? I'd rather have my mom tell me to go sit in the corner for 20 minutes than some game that I have to pay $1 to tell me to think of what I'm done. I'm like, and that brings up the question: what the fuck have I done?
Completionists, this is the perfect game for you.
Just sit there for 10 minutes doing jack shit. I'm sure.
It's meditation, the game, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sure while the timer's going off, some people are probably looking up very more interactive entertainment for the adult genre than playing this game.
Super Seducer and shit. Have you seen playthroughs of that?
I don't need to. It's just a timer.
No. Not Black Lives Matter. Super Seducer.
No.
Oh gosh, I would say because it's. Have you heard of it or seen anything about it?
About what?
Super Seducer.
I have not.
It's basically it's
an adult game.
Yeah, but it's all like FMV. And you have to make choices. You're in these scenarios, and basically the goal is to get with a woman. And it's like, what do you say to this woman? And then if you get it wrong, like it's just the guy, the pickup artist being like, shouldn't have done that. Or if you did the right thing, then there's like a bunch of scantily clad women around him, be like, see, this is how you get chicks. It is a game that you cannot play on Twitch. It is banned, even though
I wonder why.
There's no sex in it, but in people who have played it on YouTube, the guy tends to.
So it's kind of like Laser Suit. Was it Leisure Suit Larry? Yeah.
That Leisure Suit Larry is great.
Leisure Suit. I fucked it up. Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry is great. Super Seducer is cringe, but he tends to DMCA people if they play it on YouTube or if they talk badly about it.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's made 2 games, Super Seducer and Super Seducer 2.
Huh.
Check out Manly Badass Hero. He played it. It's boy. Yeah.
By the way, I want to mention because we were talking about this on kind of discussing the title on Discord. You guys thought I was going to talk about the Yandere dev.
No, I asked if you were, because I thought that was a very clever way of titling it. If that were
I forgot about that person.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. He's not worth the time or energy to discuss. No offense to Magi. But
yeah, I just
that guy can't take criticism, and
I figured this would be more important.
Yeah. I'd rather pay money for the Black Lives Matter simulator Then fucking Yandere Simulator. My nieces liked that, or liked playing it.
It looks like a fun game, but I don't know if I will ever support that guy. Just nah.
Tro did a really good video on him recently. It's like an hour and a half long, but it's just like the guy cannot take criticism. And then when somebody asks, like, "Oh, do you want voice actors? Are you looking for voice actors?" And he goes, basically he's saying shit like, "Oh, shut the fuck up, you little 12-year-old. I'm looking for people that actually have credentials and actually have been in like top tier, like their resume has to be top tier." And it's just like, Jesus Christ, like this person just asked. You didn't need to basically be like, "No, and by the way, you're a little pissant. Fuck off for even asking."
Jesus Christ.
He can't let things go either. And what was it? I know I said I don't want to talk about the guy, but like this is a guy that fucking will complain about how he has no time for the game because he has to respond to so many emails, and then he goes, "Well, emails from people that ask me about it, like the voice acting kind of thing." And then he goes on and says, "Well, I don't respond to that." But no, you do. You do.
Yeah.
I'm already cranky as it is, so I might as well just kind of shit on that guy. So
I hear you.
I don't know how long I'll be on here, but because we're supposed to get a pretty bad storm. But plus I'm waiting for my groceries to get here, and I don't want to be on.
That reminds me, I'm waiting to get paid. I'm planning on getting a guitar.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Electric or acoustic?
I just want to get one that I can. There's a couple on Amazon for $80. You get the guitar, you get all the stuff to tune the strings, and basic. I'm paying $100.
That's starter guitar and everything.
Yeah, it's what's it called? The Best Choice Products 41-inch full-size beginner acoustic cutaway guitar set with case, strap, capo, strings, tuner, capo.
That explained that answered the question on which kind it is. So there we go.
Mostly because one, I want to learn. Two, I found out that they have somebody made a sheet music for Toss a Coin for Your Witcher.
I have a pro account for like Ultimate Guitar Tab. So if you want those versions, because usually you can only see like the standard version, but if you ever need tabs, let me know.
Yep.
Also, have fun with your fingers. Gonna hurt. Your fingers are gonna hurt if you don't have calluses on them already.
Yeah. And it was either going to be a toss-up between that or playing the violin.
Ooh. I recently realized that you you like violin because we talked about.
I used to play the viola.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Did not know that.
So yeah, violin would definitely be right up your alley.
I thought I mentioned that at one point.
Oh. Or if you did, I don't recall. You think I remember something like that?
I might have. I think I remember mentioning it once. So yeah, either violin or guitar. Either way, I plan on buying an instrument.
Violins can be expensive.
Yeah.
Especially like the electric violins. You're cool though.
No.
Well,
you don't.
Well, I found out too that
oh god, no.
There was a Best Choice one for Amazon too, and they're around the same price as the guitar.
Yeah.
So I just want to get a simple one to learn. If I get a violin or a guitar, I'm gonna get one that's around that price range and just.
There's no sense in shelling out a lot of money if you're trying to learn. Like mine, I remember when Aiden first came on or when we first met Aiden. I remember being embarrassed because I had my cam on. He could see my guitar in the background. And he was like, "Oh, what kind of guitar do you have?" And I'm like, because I got it at Best Buy for like $70.
I miss being able to play clarinet or saxophone. I can't hold an embouchure for more than 5 minutes anymore.
My fingers are softened up, but I've completely unlearned again how to play with a pick. I just tried playing earlier and I'm just like, Jesus. But no, yeah, don't.
And the quality.
With your nails, I have to trim my nails so they don't get caught in the strings.
Yeah, it's even more so for the acoustic guitars. No on the nails.
Yeah.
Being long.
And you have to press down harder.
Electric, you can have them somewhat long, but I honestly don't recommend it. And it's more just for strumming.
Yeah.
I can't imagine people who have acrylic nails playing guitar.
Or make sure you hit certain strings while doing like a multi-string type pluck.
Yeah.
But honestly speaking, the reason the nails were long was so that they'd have something to scoop the stuff.
Yep. You talking about Hendrix? What? That's what he did.
Yeah.
He grew his pinky nail long enough, and I think even Steven Tyler did that too. So they can start coke.
Good Lord.
I honestly wish I had a synthesizer right now.
I thought you were going to say, I honestly wish I had a longer fingernail.
I would never touch that stuff.
So I kind of feel bad because I got a sidetrack, but it was a good talking.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, I'm always at the podcast. What are you talking about?
I got nothing. I was gonna come up with something witty, but I just drew a blank. So you got me that time. Fucking asshole.
So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a final word for this Black Lives Matter thing, because I know I mean, especially with nowadays, it's a touchy subject.
Have you read some of the reviews for it?
I was reading one of them a second ago. Oh gosh, where was it? It was actually something really funny. Thank you for giving me 8 minutes to rethink my life. I used to use the generous amount of time you gave me to self-reflect, to listen to Hitler's speeches while playing Proop and Gloria and Erica in repeat. This has opened my mind that Hitler is truly the greatest man who has ever.
Jesus.
Wow. Like I said, there's a lot of trolls in that.
One of them I just read, or says the title of it is called Infumi or whatever. Okay. The stopwatch is very unstable. I'm using a 1070 Ti with a Ryzen 7 2700X. However, the frame rate is capped to 60 FPS, but I often get 51 frames per second. Modern phones have a built-in stopwatch, so don't waste your money. Go buy a Magi hat instead.
Okay, so I'm trying to find the freaking developer. Where the heck is the name of that? Okay, title, Black Lives Matter. Developer,
Social Justice Rogue.
Oh, good Lord.
And then more like this, a game that gets recommended with it is 2222 Tea Party.
What?
Look at the more like this. Like recommended games. And it's on sale for 90% off. It was originally $15.99. Now it's $1.59.
What the fuck is that?
Let's see here.
Title, I'm guessing something to have to do with a tea party.
Oh, well.
Like the historical one.
I'm not sure about that. It almost looks like an angry video game nerd game.
Oh, I see the review you just read.
Riddle me this, Batman. This one is pretty nifty. What accounts for 3 or 13 and also 50?
Somebody gave it a positive review with 0.2 hours on record. That is quite the interesting game, I must say. What's wrong is that when I load into the game, it only shows a black screen and a timer going down. I don't know exactly the meaning of this, but overall a good game. Could be better with some bug fixes, perhaps making the starting screen transparent or something. overall 13 out of 50.
Hmm.
I didn't even get to loot my local Target. Oh gosh. 0 out of 10 made me OD on fentanyl.
Okay, this game shows exactly what will happen to games and everything else we love if we let this racist BLM movement win. A game which has nothing in it, empty and utter garbage, just like the movement. Isn't that what? Because I remember there was a couple games like that. One of them in particular, Anita was promoting was one where the character is just a bunch of blocks. That's it. No features to the character. For some reason, that's like a detailed character to her. They don't talk about the people that they have killed, including black people. A black police officer killed by rioters, a young child murdered by peaceful protesters, not to mention all the people who were assaulted and all the business owners who lost their lives their livelihoods to these garbage excuses for human beings. The only fight for the right of people of a single color. Racism manifest.
Oh, wait. Somebody wrote a comment saying that, I don't know if it's true. It said, this is a tribute to Floyd who died at police's hands and all the money goes to his family.
Allegedly.
But somebody actually uploaded a walkthrough on YouTube for the game.
I tried looking it up before the stream. I couldn't find anything like that.
Nope, it's up.
That guy. Are you friends with Dark Reindeer? No?
Rob talks to him.
I had a few interactions with him. And he's commented on my videos when we discussed Canine Aversion and a few others, which we'll be going into that in a little bit.
Okay.
I have no idea what all that is about, so
Okay. Well, which I have to apologize because I had, we already got 2 dislikes.
Huh.
Thank you.
So somebody requested a response for one of Canine Aversion's videos. You can probably guess which one, according to the title. Unfortunately, the video that I had recorded, for some reason, was not rendering before this podcast. I tried 10, 20 times for it to render, and halfway through, it stopped. And it just, for some reason, broke my freaking program that I was using to
That's
edit
been
my
happening
videos.
with your videos lately. Sage said that he noticed that it's still happening for your Last of Us playthroughs.
That's weird.
It's only like certain spurts. Like, they're not always at the same point, but they usually, I had you listen to it before. Like that loud noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still doing it.
That's really, really weird.
Too. So could be something that just, do you have a bunch of programs open when you're uploading?
No, I do not. YouTube, you're fucking up my videos again. Stop it.
How much, oh wait, no. Space on the computer has nothing to do with that kind of problem. Never mind.
But yeah, so we'll be in a second. We'll be talking about the video that she posted.
Well,
go ahead.
Before we go into the Canine Aversion stuff, while we have MJ, why don't we go into the what the heck did y'all call it?
Pandemic parties?
Yes.
It's just the whole thing with well, Rob probably could chime in this because he, based on where he lives, but like Jake Paul, most people know about how he threw a party a couple of weeks ago. Nobody was wearing masks. and apparently he filmed a music video that he recently just uploaded to his channel, but there's a shit ton of people there. People weren't wearing masks. The mayor of Calabasas got really pissed off, and I thought that was really irresponsible. And there are possible legal repercussions towards Jake Paul because of it. And the really shitty thing is that one of his buddies, Tanner Fox, hung out with him about 2 days before that party, and Tanner had tested positive for COVID-19. And so he called Jake and recorded it and told him that he tested positive, and he was like, are you worried, dude? And Jake's like, nah, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Nothing's gonna happen to me. But like, you're already in hot water with the whole looting thing in Arizona.
Before you came in, I made the comment of like, how is he not in jail yet?
Straight white male, rich, has lawyers, and then recently there was Nikita Dragon, who's a well-known beauty guru on YouTube. She had threw a surprise party for one of her best friends who was part of Hype House. I don't know anything about the guy. I think his name was like Larray. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong. But there were a lot of people there too. Paparazzi was there taking pictures the whole time and like posting everything. And so, people saw who attended the party. Tana Mojo was there. I think Erica Costello was there. James Charles was there. And again, not wearing masks, not social distancing. And like, they got called out, but they just didn't seem to give a fuck, or, well, it was the guy's birthday. Well,
who gives a shit if it's their birthday?
Yeah.
It's like, why? Because California has now surpassed New York with the number of COVID cases in the country.
Yeah.
It's getting ridiculous at this point. And then
the state is now back on a lockdown because of the alleged cases. But though, if I may, because I was talking to a few coworkers about this, because some people bring up the deaths, and apparently in my state, I found out that when people die in hospitals, they're even counting those as COVID. So it's elevating the total deaths. Yeah.
Why are they counting it as that?
You're basically saying that those who died, but like not from COVID, are still being counted if they died in the hospital as COVID cases.
Yep. At least that's the report, that some hospitals are doing that.
I mean, I don't know if that's 100% true, but the numbers aren't going to be 100% accurate. But still, California's fucked right now. I mean, Michigan was up there a couple months ago, and like, we still keep getting cases on the rise. I mean, we're seeing it in Texas, we're seeing it in New York still, California, Florida.
Yep.
And I think I even heard about this video where some mother felt that her child felt so entitled that she got mad at somebody and demanded that they give their mask to their child or something like that. I don't know. I had to rewatch. It was
so basically Karen.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of r/ videos recently. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I've been watching like PewDiePie's videos where he goes over various Reddit forums.
Oh wait, and Pyrocynical. And
Cinnamon Toast Ken does it too. That's pretty much all he does now. He doesn't do gameplay anymore, at least on his YouTube channel. But yeah, I mean, schools are not opening back up.
Well, some are.
Here they're really.
I'm actually rather worried because my daughter's school district is thinking of opening up schools again.
The
Good
heck
Lord.
did you miss? You're talking about COVID. But yeah, everything.
And how-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and how Jake Paul is a piece of shit.
I mean, people were also getting on Tana Mongeau because of the fact, like during her MTV show, there was an episode where she was coughing like really, really hard, and all you just constantly see her smoking weed, blunts, everything, and then basically coughing up blood. And then she was basically forced to go to a doctor, and they told her she had asthma, and she just kind of dismissed it like, oh, I've got asthma, hey, no big deal. I'm just going to keep smoking some more backwoods and get some more blunts. And, then she made a video like, yeah, I do care about my health. But then you see her at a party without wearing a mask and being like, I don't fucking care. It's a party. Like,
It seems like with those people not caring, it's just nature weeding out the stupid.
social Darwinism.
Yeah, that's it.
I know this is off topic, but I feel like it was still too soon to reopen the economy in some areas, and we still don't have a vaccine. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not really off topic per se, considering
No,
still
it's relevant.
about the corona.
I mean,
Virus.
we have officially, all of our classes are online for the fall, except for a couple that aren't, but that cannot be taught online. So, like welding for one, like auto shop, can't really teach that online. You kind of need hands-on instruction, but other than that, everything is online. And I've got to be careful of what I say once the fall semester starts because I'm teaching social work this fall. Social work is centered around ethics. And I swear like a sailor, so I'm going to have to kind of censor myself. And it's like, oh my God, MJ has to be professional? But... but don't be stupid is kind of what I have to end that all of that on. It's just like, it's not some people.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my mouth shut because I know I will go off on a rant, but I'm let's see here. Military grade gas masks provide protection with appropriate filters only, and they are much more useful than surgical masks. Yeah, but you can't really decorate them. Oh my God, I went there. I'm joking. If anyone is buying gas masks to decorate them, Jesus Christ.
Honestly, it's really freaking pricey to get your hands on one.
And no, you don't, Mal. But, I mean, Rob is going to be a guest speaker for my class. I had to throw you in my syllabus somewhere. But that's all I had to say on it, if you guys had any other thoughts.
No, you basically said what I was thinking.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one.
So, Canine Aversion, what's going on with that?
Okay, so like I said, this was gonna be a video, but unfortunately my freaking... And it's the new freaking program that I've been using too.
Magix or whatever?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is I like using it because I haven't had any problems with videos being used on the program. Like, because sometimes it has to set up the audio, kind of sync up with the audio. And there are times where, like, for my Let's Plays, it can't do that for some reason when I have my original version. And
Wait,
it would
do what? It doesn't sync?
Yeah, it doesn't. either it doesn't sync or won't recognize the file.
Huh.
So
for those that it doesn't sync on, are you able to like
Kind of move it
remove the audio, like not remove the audio, but
or shift
take
it?
the audio away from the video file so you can move the audio?
Oh no, I mean, I'm trying to think of what the exact term is, but it's so when I use my video editor, I will when I add a new file, it will like kind of process the file for the program.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when I had the basic program for this movie maker, which that's basically what it is. It's like a movie studio or whatever, or Sony Vegas to some extent, but cheaper. Sometimes when I had the cheapest when I used the cheaper version of it, just the basic function, some of the files would not process properly and would freeze. Thankfully, with this newest version I have, I've had no problems whatsoever with the videos processing so that they can be used for the program itself. However, for this one video, which I've never had any experiences with till now, this one video that I was rendering wasn't going through. It was stopping midway and then freezing. So.
And you record your audio separately from your other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And are you using that editing software to do it, or are you uploading it to, or put or?
So you know how like when I do my responses, I do like the cut and I take it bit by bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, as soon as so I go through each part and then I record my responses as I go through what video I'm responding to. And I did that. And it sucks because I had all my information. I had all of my links that I used to get all my information. And everything was, for some reason, not going through like I wanted it to. So it kind of sucks. But that at this point, that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to talk about it here in this this video.
When I used to record stuff, that I've never uploaded anything that I've recorded though, but I used to use Audacity to record my audio.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, we can talk later, but I have all the Adobe stuff for free if you want it, like Audition and Premiere Pro.
I'll check it out later. Okay. So the video, oh gosh, what was the video called? I should have had that up.
Predatory Drift?
No, well, that's something that she discusses in the video. Okay. So the video I was responding to was titled, It Doesn't Matter How You Raise Them, It Has Nothing to Do with the Owner. Which...
What?
You guys know that I've responded to this many times when it comes to, behaviors of dogs, and yeah, the behaviors of the dogs do usually how you treat the dog is a big part of how the dog acts. Yeah.
Also, hold on, let me scroll back up here. That guy asked how your dog was. I'm assuming asking how Bambi was.
Bambi is doing really good. She's actually laying down right now. Looked at me for a second, wondering what the heck I was doing. But in this video, luckily for me, she wasn't talking about the dog brain controlling parasite crap that she usually spews in her videos.
What?
Oh yeah, she believes in parasites that come from dogs that somehow go into the bodies of humans and control them. In fact, if you watched one of my previous videos, she tried to compare herself to Ellie from The Last of Us.
Oh, fuck that.
And claiming that anybody who owns dogs are like zombies. Which I had to compare.
Oh, that virus known as empathy and love.
Which,
I got the love bug.
Which, by the way, I had to, just to play around with the idea. I compared her to the crazy Triumphalon lady from GTA 5.
You'd have to go into.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, you don't?
I never beat GTA 5.
Never played it.
Okay, so I guess for context, there's this during the game you can come across these stranger encounters, and these people are strange. I mean, especially for Trevor. Oh
God.
he meets two British people that are rummaging through garbage for celebrities and trying to get knickknacks for their museum, and has Trevor stealing, looting, and killing people for various objects. And then by the end, you kidnap a freaking artist or actor and then proceed to, with him in the trunk, you can either let him go or put him on the tracks of on some train tracks. And
okay. Yeah, I know
so,
what you're talking about.
Anyways, periodically for all three characters, there's this lady that pops up, the triathlon lady, as I call her.
Okay.
She is fucking nuts, and
Gotcha.
she is prone to anger. And some of the guys, all the characters try to be, or at least for Trevor and not for Franklin and Michael, they try to be respectful, but she's kind of insane and kind of pushes them to, like, you know what, I'm gonna not in a sense like violently, but like say, I'm gonna put you in your place, race you, and you end up beating them. And then here comes Trevor's interaction. You go to this, what looks like, I'm assuming, a radio tower area, and she's belittling this bicyclist, talking about a possible future with him, just going on this huge tirade. And Trevor, I think after the moment after you get Trevor, where he shows up in his underwear, he proceeds to knock out the dude, profess his love, and then race this lady on bicycle as he's still professing his love.
I love you, hack.
Oh no, it's cringy. It's cringy for Trevor. But I made the comment, it's like, see, you're more like the Triathlon lady. You're prone to anger. You go to insults when you're offended, and you attract all the crazy.
There probably was a less convoluted example you could have used, but I appreciate you giving me context to that.
So anyways, which makes sense considering a couple of the people that I've had to rebuttal with their side. Rational thinker, or irrational thinker, as I've coined him. And I Hate Dogs, Dog Lovers, and Mentally Ill, whose channel was recently taken down and has now made a new channel called Fuck the Cyberbullies. And yes, that's the name of his channel.
It's Fuck Cyberbullies, period, I think. Or Fuck Cyberbullies.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
It's Fuck Cyberbullies. So anyways, which, by the way, he doesn't, as I pointed out with him, I know there's obviously something terribly wrong with him, but he shouldn't be on YouTube, especially with how he is.
Based on the last couple of videos I've watched of yours, I mean, obviously we've heard of him for a while, but
he was around. He was
made me mad.
Especially with, I even said, like, look, I never want to hinder people's free speech, but there's a line between free speech
when you say you're gonna kidnap somebody's baby and murder it, like,
when you say when you're
That's
brandished,
not cool. And they'd be like,
when
fuck you, you're the ones that are bullying me, but I'm going to go rape somebody and then
threatening
kidnap
me.
their baby and murder it.
no,
Like-
and that's the crazy part. It's like, oh, you're threatening me. You're telling me to. It's like nobody's telling you that.
Come
You're
up,
the one
bitch,
saying
come get
that.
me. I got a shotgun. I'll blow your fucking head off. Like,
And it's like if you go, it's like he doesn't like it when people when he leaves comments on other people's videos and then gets called out, and then he makes videos brandishing a fucking knife, saying he's going to gut people. People are kind of concerned about that shit, and I'll
just make this blanket statement here. People are entitled to their opinions about animal preferences. If you hate dogs, fine. I have no problem.
And I even said, look, it's like there are those people that hate dogs. Okay, all power to you. But there are those people that are freaking insane. And I'm going to use that word, fucking insane.
I just think it's hilarious that, like, okay, so I have YouTube Studio on my phone connected to the channel, so I always see when somebody leaves a comment. And I haven't seen as many comments, like, recently in the past few months, but the ones that I do see are comments based on videos that you've done from, like, almost 2 years ago that people are responding to.
Yeah.
That do not like you. It's just like, wow. Like, if you hate dogs, that's fine. I still consider myself very much a dog person. I used to make fun of people who like cats, but now that I own one, I mean, but harming or threatening to harm someone and then crying that they're being cyberbullied.
And I
ridiculous.
And
I'm sorry.
I should bring up the fact that this person, as well as the Rational Thinker, were promoting the actions of the mass shooters, like the Columbine shooting, and oh gosh, what was the other one? I just all in all, the people who were committing mass shootings.
What was their fucking defense for that?
That they were being bullied, and their reasons were justified. Yeah. As I stated in one of my previous videos, it's like that's not an excuse. If you're bullied, then you need to be better than the bullies. Mm-hmm. Not go off and shoot people. That's not okay.
Now, here's the thing. It honestly sounds like they are using that as an excuse because that's exactly what it is for them, considering the fact that they tend to act like they are superior to others.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they were bullied, and yeah, that's awful. But
I'm talking about I'm not talking about like the Columbine shooters or anything like that. I'm talking about
these guys.
Yeah.
You want a pet fruit bat? Rob likes bats.
Yeah, I would. I personally would love a pet fruit bat.
See, I remember that part. I remember you telling me that you think bats are cute.
They're adorable. But going back to the canine aversion thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I want to point out something really funny. In her video, she has several links in her description. One of them is a dead link.
A what?
A dead link.
Oh.
I mean, it shows the site, but unfortunately, there's like whoever made the site took everything off. And it just says, this page could not be found. Okay. So, in the video, she brings up a phenomenon, a supposed phenomenon in dogs called predatory drift. And I guess this is a phenomenon where sometimes dogs will sort of sink into their more predatory instincts. Especially for...
Side?
I'm sorry?
Their more feral side?
Yeah. Supposedly more common in larger animals or larger dogs. So one person put it, predatory glitch predatory drift is a glitch in dogs' prey drive that causes the dog to display predatory behavior. The dog tries to stop an agitated, squirming, squealing, running thing from moving, and unfortunately, this involves using its mouth and teeth. It first became aware, or the person writing this article wrote, I first became aware of predatory drift with my German Shepherd about 10 years ago. She was sleeping on her bed, and I decided to trim the nails of my other dog, Piper. Piper incidentally hates having her nails trimmed and will often fuss, squirm, and struggle when it's trim day. When I picked up Piper's paw to trim his nails, he began to usually struggle of pulling his foot away and squirming. This struggle prompted the dog to wake from a dead sleep, run to us, and basically assault Piper. So, with this particular phenomenon, the dog hater known as Canine Aversion was trying to use this as an excuse, or at least a kind of gotcha to prove that she's right about, dogs being evil.
Claiming looked into predatory drift, and a couple of articles that I've read just now just said that they're only saying like there's not really any evidence, or it's not considered scientific. It may be more anecdotal,
which is
something instinctual, like in terms of like play aggression.
Yeah. And like, actually, and I think, and some articles were saying that it's not aggression; it's more of instinct than aggression. Now, the thing that bugs me about her video is she talks only about the harm of predatory drift and what it could cause. What she doesn't bring up, however, which I think is completely dishonest, and I hope somebody from the dog hater community listens, at least the crazy ones that actually listen to her bullshit. Is the fact that in the articles that she posts in her video or discusses, as well as the links that she posts, they end up showing ways of preventing this quote-unquote predatory drift. So there's a way to prevent it. And she doesn't discuss it at all, only discussing about how dogs are bad.
Yeah, it's responsibility of the pet guardian to be able to show teach them what is appropriate and what isn't.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in the case that you read, I don't know how to really explain it running and assaulting Piper, I believe, was the other dog.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that, but the whole jerking the paw back and whatnot. Dogs and cats, hell, most animals that have paws, they're really sensitive.
Yeah. Like, I was just trying to trim Ash's nails the other day, and obviously she does not like that. And some dogs don't like that either because it makes them feel vulnerable. Daisy was Daisy, she would let me do anything to her. Like, she did not care. But that's...
And to read some statistics. So I was looking up, found this statistics in Petapedia. The top eye-opening dog bite statistics.
I'll be right back, guys. My groceries are here.
So around 4 points, and she doesn't even bring up, how many people actually are, sent to the hospital. I know at one point, I think she did mention, or at least in one of her videos, how many people are possibly bitten each year. And I want to point out, too, that when I found this article, for some of the statistics, it says 2018, and it's a 2020 article. So top 10 eye-opening dog bite statistics. So around 4.7 million people get bitten by dogs every year. people have a 1 in 112,400 chance of dying from a dog bite or attack. So one of basically 100,000 or 112,400 chance. So to me, that seems slim, right?
Yeah.
But she wants to make it out as if it's a bigger thing.
I mean, if it fits the narrative.
Yeah. Over 70% of all dog bites happen because the dog isn't neutered. There are 36 dog bite related fatalities in the US in 2018. Again, because it says it's a 2020 article, but says 2018 for some of the statistics. It's estimated that 81% of dog bite injuries don't need medical attention. That's actually one of the big ones. 81% of dog bite injuries don't need medical attention, meaning a slim amount of them actually need medical attention. And she tries to make it out as if it's a bigger thing. Pit bulls have a temperament passing rate of 86.7%, which I'm trying to remember if that's trying to remember the temperament of the pit bulls. But according to dog bite statistics, by breed, pit bulls were responsible for 26 fatalities in 2018. Mixed breeds had the second highest death rate, causing 3 deaths. The average, there are 1 to 2 deaths caused by dog bite related injuries in Canada every year. Rabies isn't a problem in areas where 70% of the dogs are vaccinated, which I think that was one of the arguments for her claiming that a lot of them were either due to mauling or by rabies. And I want to point out, too, that this is more specifically for the U.S. Which
that bit about the pit bulls, most likely, those are the kinds that were raised to be fighters or guard dogs or what have you.
And there's other statistics. One of them that I read that is kind of out of the many that pop up. Reading this one paragraph, these dogs were divided among 48,255,413 pet-owning households, meaning that 38.4% of the overall households in the U.S. had a pet dog. Moreover, this means that every household had an average of 1.6 dogs. This number suggests a higher incidence of bites. The American Veterinarian Medical Association provides dog bite statistics showing that the animals bite mainly because of their personal history and behavior. Dogs that were, and they highlight this, abused or maltreated in animal shelters may be traumatized, which causes them to attack. And something that is ironic that Canine Aversion mentions in their video, I want to point this out, mostly attack in defense for themselves. Which is at this point, that is the only reason they would attack. Usually, and this is why I go back to the nature versus nurture when it comes to animals. If dogs are mistreated or have no experience with humans and they are cornered, they will defend themselves. They will warn you, and if they're backed up into the corner, they will fight back.
Yep.
So this whole thing with Canine Aversion claiming that dogs are evil is, I would use, for lack of a better word, slanderous, and unfortunately is negligent. Especially when she spews misinformation about an animal that she clearly has no idea about, looking up random blogs. And that's what she basically does, looks up random blogs to try to prove her point. And usually they're only from people on her point or point of view.
Welcome to the stream, Mr. Lambert.
Welcome to the stream.
What's up? What's with all the periods if you don't, and ellipses if you don't mind my asking? But yeah, this whole thing is just ridiculous in my opinion.
Look, this is, I'm going to say that this is coming from somebody who's owned, quite a few dogs over the years. I've never had any problems with any of my animals. And I'm not saying that because I have, at the moment, a small Chihuahua. I've had larger dogs too. And as long as you treat them right and you train them, you treat them with kindness instead of hate and abuse the animal, they become a loving companion to the family. Now, I will say that there are those instances that are unaccountable where there are attacks from the dog. I will point that out. There are those rare instances. But at the same time, the numbers are, again, lower to what's going on, what's really going on with the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's all I have to say about that.
I mean, I think it was covered quite nicely.
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
Which, I will say, thanks to this kind of crap, I feel like I've gotten my mojo back for doing drama videos. Or responses, anyway.
It does seem that way. What's up?
I'm trying to think, because I know some people are wondering, because the Dark Reindeer, because somebody mentioned him.
Mm-hmm.
As from what I've heard, when it comes to his, because he disappeared, I guess he's hidden his channel. That's one thing I've heard. I haven't seen his. I tried looking up his channel recently, and I couldn't find anything. One thing I've heard is that apparently he's kind of backing away from the internet due to health reasons. Some people on the people that he's rebutted have broken into celebration. With
I remember the video on that you made.
Yeah,
that's just sad.
Yeah, and the thing that guy doesn't get is other people are gonna, if it's not the Dark Reindeer, then who else is gonna rebuttal their bullshit? Seems like I've certainly gone back to doing it.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, in regards to that guy, not the person that was in the chat, but
which guy?
The one that you made the response videos to.
Yeah.
It honestly seems to me they have a lot of pent up rage and are looking for any means they can or any excuse they can to potentially harm someone. At least that's the way it comes across to me. And that has me worried.
Well, you want to know one way I kind of put it? Canine when it comes to like the people that follow Canine Aversion or I Hate Dogs, it's like a cult. And unfortunately, if you say anything wrong to their cult leader, you have people like Rational Thinker or I Hate Dogs, Dog Lovers, and Mentally Ill who are probably going to try to attack the people that are against them. Hence why I think I made a drinking the Kool-Aid comment in one of my previous videos.
Yeah, you did. Oh man.
I think he made a video recently too saying I don't have to listen to your opinions. And it's like I had to like stop for a second. It's like, we're not asking you to listen, but just understand that you're gonna get criticism for what some of the things you say and do.
Yeah.
We're not forcing you to listen to our opinions. If anything, they're the ones that are trying to force opinions on others by trying to use slander tactics.
Yeah. At least as far as you go, you're basically just asking them to take a hard look at themselves.
Yeah. But I have a feeling like unfortunately, with the occult-like behavior from these people, I doubt that's ever going to happen. They have one mindset, and they're not going to move away from what they believe.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate truth. So, yeah. I have a question. Do you know the person Stone Cold Parkin, formerly known as Stone Cold? I think his name's Stone Cold Derp originally.
Yeah, they corrected themselves right after.
Okay. I just saw that. He definitely needs a hobby. They definitely need a hobby or 20.
That
The-
Stone Cold Parkin person was making some comments in some of those reaction videos to I Hate Dogs, Dog Lovers Are Mentally Ill.
Oh, I haven't seen I've seen a few of my comments. Is it on my videos or on
on yours?
Oh, what are some of the things they were saying?
Let me pull those up real quick.
Plus, during the weekend, there's only once or twice where I got to check on my social media stuff because I've been out of town.
Gotcha. Let's see. Scrolling through the comments. Okay, the first one, there's nothing from him. Let's take a look at the second one.
I'm back.
Welcome back. They made some in the comment to by Anthony Hunter, where they were saying that they took the channel was taken down. And they created another account. Stone Cold Parkin had said he still has stopped animal abuse. He's also stopped animal abuse. What?
Oh, is he still? I've been making my Power Rangers Novakast project, and K9 Aversion is the black and white wolf monster.
Let's see if they made any comments on the one to the response that they made another channel.
Did I miss anything? Since I've asked three times.
That guy was asking if we knew anything about if we knew the person Stone Cold Parkin. So I'm looking to the comments because I do remember seeing that name in the comment section during one of the I Hate Dogs, Dog Lovers Are Mentally Ill reaction videos that Rob made.
I know.
You mean Stone Cold Derp?
Yeah, it's now Stone Cold Parkin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I think somebody called him out or called them out on that.
Well, I didn't see anything like that in the comments.
Yeah. What about it? Or what about them?
I'm trying to see for myself too. I guess
they're in the second
video.
Reaction video, yeah.
And
They
what?
didn't make any comments themselves. They reacted. They replied to someone else's comments.
Okay, I'm lost.
The Stone Cold Parkin person.
I meant, how do they come up in conversation?
That guy, as I stated a moment ago, that guy, when you asked, that guy brought him up, asking if we knew that person.
The name sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure I saw it as one of the notifications on my YouTube Studio app.
Most likely. It was in the more threats from I Hate Dogs, Dog Lovers Are Mentally Ill. This needs to stop. And it was in the comment thread that involved Anthony Hunter letting us know that I Hate Dogs, Dog Lovers Are Mentally Ill's channel was taken down and they created another account.
He also has stopped animal abuse.
Mm-hmm.
He still has stopped animal abuse.
I don't.
Just don't engage with the guy, like in the comments. Like, don't give him that attention. If he's still making violent threats, then report him.
Well, I know this person has periodically done videos on what's his name?
Oh, Stop Animal Abuse is actually a channel. Okay, so they were saying that it's not just oh,
that he had another channel.
It's not just the I Hate Cyberbullies channel. It's also Stop Animal Abuse.
Huh.
Wait, fuck cyberbullies, or there's another one?
Fuck Cyberbullies. Sorry.
Well, I know back in the at some point he did make multiple channels.
But we're not looking to shut the guy down.
No.
We're not looking to shut this person down. We're just
addressing. For me, it's addressing some of his behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's very.
I'm the one that just said report him.
Oh.
If he's making violent threats towards people, then he doesn't deserve to be on this platform. I don't fucking care.
That definitely needs to be reported.
Yeah.
Even
don't engage with him in the comments because he's just going to make more threats and you're just giving him more power at the end of the day.
And I know at this point, when I posted my video, I posted a tweet. I doubt it does anything. I know when it comes to certain things, I hate to say I reported something, but some things he said, it has to be reported to YouTube. I even question YouTube's due diligence on this, because how is this stuff being allowed?
He's so small of a channel that he slips by. And the fact that he makes multiple accounts, like, I'm just saying, like, if he replies into people's comments, like in comment sections, yeah, don't engage with the guy. That's what
But yeah, thanks. Thank you, that guy. I was honestly confused by their particular comment in that comment thread.
I apologize to Rob, Aiden, and everyone in the chat if I'm sounding extra snarky tonight. I've been in a bad mood all day.
No, it's fine.
And right now it's raining and it's humid and we have no AC and I'm about to lose my fucking mind.
Quite possibly that guy, because I did take a look at their channel and they have a video about themselves on there.
And my Black Widow fan broke. No.
Hold on a second.
Oh no.
Oh, got it. Got it working again. Just had to spin it.
Like 3 weeks ago, apparently they have a video on their channel called Stone Cold Parkin' Exposed. So I don't know. That might be in reaction to whoever they're in an argument with.
All I'm going to say is, even though I consider it a hellhole right now, with everything going on, I'm glad I live in California.
Why is that?
I do not miss the hurricanes.
I'll just wait for El Nino.
El Nino, what's that?
The season where the hurricanes actually hit the West Coast.
Oh, fuck.
You forget, it's a seasonal thing.
Oh, shit. I did not... Yeah, that's the first I've heard of that.
Oh, you've never heard of El Nino and El Nino?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of that.
That is my bad.
Yeah. It's not your fault. At least I'm a shut-in. That doesn't really go anywhere. You know, if anything, if in case that is something that happens, I need to buy myself a freaking it's like a huge external battery. And basically what I can do is have it plugged in at all times, so it's fully it can be fully charged, and have all my stuff plugged into it. And when the power goes off, all my shit is still running.
Well, let's see. If you're asking about the name of the hurricane, Lady Blue, it's Hannah, and it's already like past the coast of Mexico, and it's already back down to a tropical depression. So
all I know is if a hurricane did hit California, I swear I am not fucking playing Monopoly. No matter how many people ask me.
Why?
Trust me, Hurricane Katrina, my mom thought, hey, let's play Monopoly for hours on end. Granted, my mom was, a single parent, but playing one game for hours on end, not fun. Made me hate Monopoly ever since. Plus, I'm like one of what? Back then it was one of 5 kids.
One of 5 kids. What?
Sorry about that.
That my mom had to take care of during Hurricane Katrina. And she to entertain her children, she had to play Monopoly for hours, when there was a blackout.
That's a family ender.
No, that's something that would probably make you hate Monopoly for the rest of your life.
I know. That's why I said it's a family ender.
Oh, that just reminded me of a freaking.
Speaking of games, I want to move on to the next topic.
Speaking of what?
Speaking of games, I want to move on to the next topic.
Oh, real quick, the person that was at my door was the person that delivered my groceries, and didn't give me all my groceries, but I didn't even know about it until she showed up. She ended up, there was a bag of my groceries. She ended up delivering it to somebody else. And then they called her and were like, I didn't order this. The funny thing is that this is the same person who delivered my groceries the other day and did the exact same thing.
Oh my gosh. Probably get a new grocery person.
I don't get to choose.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Hey, can you show my screen real quick?
And just so people don't give me shit, be like, well, why don't you just get your own damn groceries? Because my car doesn't work. And I was here all weekend because JR was up north. So
I'm lucky.
I didn't want to leave my house. So yeah, fuck it.
Friendship destroyed 9,000.
Oh, no, it's not a friendship destroyer.
It can be.
No, it can't.
Oh, by the way,
it's a lovely game.
I finally got Banjo-Kazooie for Smash. I fucking love that character.
Rob, I gotta thank you for, indirectly reminding me about the game Horizon Zero Dawn. For some reason, I always thought it was like Destiny.
Well,
I
comic.
didn't think it was the type of game that it is.
I enjoy it. I will say it changed my mind of like when it comes to playing a game, because I'm one of those people that will never use a fucking bow for role playing games.
You use a what?
I never use a bow. That's usually the weapon of choice that I rarely use. But unfortunately, because the character's main weapon of choice is a bow, it really kind of forces you into that role.
Yeah.
But it's really
at all, even though it says I've been playing for over 10 hours, I'm like, if I were to basically not dick around, I'm probably about an hour into the story.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though. Really, this is just my advice to you for the game. Explore as much as possible.
That's what I've been doing.
And I say this because there's certain caves that will give you these batteries or components.
Yeah, I got the maps for those to find them.
Yeah, for some really good gear.
Okay. Cool.
Just to give you a heads up, there's an armor set that you can find.
Yeah, I got the map for it.
Yeah, it's so for those who've never played, there's this really cool armor set, and it basically provides a really nice shield around the character or Aloy. And it helps as a good defense when you're battling against larger dinosaur mechs.
Yeah, I watched the completionist video on it, and for some reason just never clicked to me that's what the game was about. But I remember seeing some Watch Mojo videos about like plot twists, and I was like, because I had up until a few hours ago, I had no idea what the plot was. And then I realized that I've seen the plot twist in a lot of Watch Mojo videos of like surprise plot twists or weird story arcs. And I'm like, okay, now I know what happens. And it's a unique story. I mean,
I love
you're
it.
in the future, but you live as if you're in the past.
Yeah.
And you're no longer the top of the food chain. You're no longer the apex predator. Mechanical dinosaurs are.
Well, I'm kind of wondering what they're gonna. That makes me wonder what they're gonna do for the sequel, because
I'm excited for it now. I'm excited.
At this point, the thing that would have I will say the program or the main antagonist that would cause the machines to mass murder or commit mass genocide on all life. I'm sorry?
Is it Hades?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I can even go into this.
Don't, because I only know one little part of the plot twist. So.
Okay.
I'll bring it up in the future, and then we can talk about it, because I don't want to be spoiled too fully.
By the way, we still need a
Yes. Have you finished season 1
of Umbrella Academy?
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks. I rewatched it like 2 weeks ago.
I didn't know you were finished. But what were you going to ask me?
Crap. I was gonna say when we were gonna talk about that.
Oh, yeah. I sent you an outline.
I'll check it out.
Okay. And then Vindictus, I have not played it, but I know of it.
What's it like?
It's an interesting game. I'm trying to think of when did it come out? Yeah, A Plague Tale: Innocence. You basically play as a girl and you have a little brother and you're trying to get through the plague.
Yeah. That game looks really nice.
I had it on my wish list for a while.
Which, by the way, for the next game I play after Far Cry, it's a toss-up between either Horizon Zero Dawn for the Let's Plays, Final Fantasy VII After I Get Paid, the remake, or Far Cry 4.
Well, Aiden and Sage and I were still planning on streaming the remake.
Okay.
Then
are you guys streaming it for the channel or on another platform?
Channel. This channel.
Oh.
Yeah, we're planning on continuing it at some point.
Then I'll let you guys do that.
Hell, if you want, you can join us.
If you want to, I mean, I can just not save the VODs when they're done.
Yeah.
I haven't even played it yet.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because Aiden and I also still need to do or finish Simulacra 2.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of Far Cry, I just killed Voss.
No, you didn't need to retract your messages, that guy.
You didn't need to do that.
No, you totally did. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I just killed Voss, and I gotta say, I kind of wanted a longer confrontation.
So you played Far Cry 3 before, right?
Boss.
No, I've never
haven't?
played before. No.
So do you know all the plot?
I watched a little bit of Pyrocynical's video, but I'm going through it as But I kind of when it came to like the final confrontation with Voss, I thought it'd be a little bit longer than what I expected.
How powered up were you? Like, how strong were you in terms of skills and whatnot?
Oh my gosh, I'm almost done collecting all the tattoos.
That would explain why.
Yeah.
Plus,
just saying, because that's the same kind of thing. Same kind of issue I had with Final Fantasy 15.
I'm gonna say after, just to give you guys a heads up, from episode 12 on for Far Cry 3, I fucked up royally with collecting the relics, and because I didn't realize that there were hidden ones that don't show up on the map, and one of them in particular is in the cave where all the friends are, and it won't let me go back in there.
You fail as a warrior.
Yep, I do. Whatever. So, so from 12 on, I'm just going to focus on the towers, the outposts, the side missions, so I can finish collecting the tattoos and the main quest.
Are you ever planning on trying out Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon?
If I can come across it.
I highly recommend it. It's hilarious.
If you do Far Cry 4 as a Let's Play, you should make it the shortest Let's Play ever.
Actually, speaking of that, the last episode for Far Cry 3, I'm actually going to show both endings. I'm going to save before, try to save before, and see if I can set it up where I can do both both endings.
For those that don't know what I'm talking about, in Far Cry 4, at the very beginning of the game, the main antagonist tells you to sit there.
I'm definitely doing that.
I'll be right back. And you can beat the game in
wait,
like a few minutes.
Stay here and wait. I'll be right back.
If you stay there, don't move, all of a sudden you get the end credits.
As you're listening to a guy getting tortured in the background.
Rob, have you played Fable at all?
A little dabbled.
I'm so happy that they announced that they're rebooting Fable.
Actually, we were going to get into that. So I'm going to get into that because Xbox did their showcase. Unlike what we did for PlayStation, I'm not going to show the trailers. I'm just going to go down the list. Because
for what?
For the Xbox game list or for the showcase.
Oh, well, you get started on that. I will be right back.
Okay, so first one, Halo Infinite.
I've never played Halo.
I love Halo. I was a little bit upset with 5.
Yeah.
I
mean, I know some of the story elements behind the Halo series.
But I will say,
myself,
because I know some people are shitting on Cortana becoming a villain. Me personally, it makes sense, especially with, at least to me anyway, the fact that, you had Cortana, who in Halo 4 was becoming more corrupt.
Yeah,
I like the fact that they were trying to make it, to some extent, she was probably one of the most human characters, and with her being an AI, probably one of the most human characters in the game. And yes, they do try to make Master Chief more relatable to some extent, trying to make him seem more human.
Yeah,
especially
seemingly like a relationship with Cortana.
Well, right? It's like the way because I haven't read the books. The way they're trying to make it seem like is it's more of a reliance on Cortana. Because to some extent, Master Chief all this time has been a emotionless machine to a lot of people. And as they were kind of speculating that this may cause some kind of dysfunction for the Spartans. So that's why Cortana was made for Master Chief, or at least paired with Master Chief. So there is that sort of what would you call it? Kind of like emotional support to that extent.
Okay.
And it makes more sense now, especially with how long both of them have kind of been in combat with each other. That there's that sort of bond, and Cortana becoming more and more human as the games progressed.
I was just going to type this out in chat, but I'll just say it. I just started playing Persona 5, and I named my character Vibrator 3000.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
I saw some really cool artwork where they, a what-if scenario for Samus and Link being Persona characters. And their personas look really cool. I have to find the artwork, but...
I'm not familiar with the Persona series at all.
Neither am I, but
I watched Oni Blackmage's video on the original Persona, and I started watching Persona the animation, but yeah, I bought 5 the other day. I got just I didn't get Royal, even though that's on sale now, but I just got the original version because it was like $20. But yes, they are rebooting Fable. It's not going to be through Lionhead Studios because that studio shut down after their dreck of fucking horrible. Fable 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3 exist in my mind. Anything that came after that can kiss my ass. Like Fable 3 is what got me into academic research for gaming.
I gotta say that whole setup for the trailer was kind of funny.
Yeah, and what's the studio called? I think it's Playground Studio. The people that made Forza Horizon are making the reboot.
But
I've never played the first one. I've only seen my friends play it, but
I'm back.
played 2 and 3, and 3 is, I know, is hated amongst a lot of people, but 3 was my favorite, and it's still one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah. Like I said, I've dabbled in Fable. I thought it was kind of cool that depending on how you play the game determines what the final look and actions of your character.
That's what I liked, because it changed your appearance too. Like if you were really evil, you would have like backing and shit.
Yeah, or grow devil horns or something like that.
Yep.
So that's one of the games. Halo Infinite, which, looking at the trailer for that, they are really, I kind of, the way they're setting it up is humanity has completely lost the war with Cortana.
Oh.
The way they're setting it up, in fact, near the end, there's a brute. I can't remember the brute's name. I don't know if they mentioned it, but he basically narrates that, humanity fucking lost within a month. There's no sign of the UNSC Infinity. The only people of the UNSC that's left, or at least that we'll probably see, if anything, at this moment, is that one pilot that we've seen in the teasers and Master Chief. There's a new faction called the Banished, which is comprised of basically Covenant forces. Shocker there. And at this point, they're trying to reclaim, or trying to collect a Forerunner artifact. So my biggest question is, I want to know, I'm hoping they address a lot of what happened with the final fight with the UNSC against Cortana. And at this point, what happened between the events of Infinity and the events of 5? Because at this point, like the way they were setting up with 5, Cortana was taking full-on control of, the galaxies with the Guardians, as well as the Forerunner tech and soldiers and Promethean Knights. Basically everything Forerunner that she now had control of. Hell,
So Cyberpunk 2077 has a release date.
Oh, when?
November 12th, I think.
I am looking forward to that. I just realized that might be around the same time that the freaking consoles are released.
Yeah. I mean, holiday season.
Which means it was pointless for me to get the Xbox version, because they're just going to give me the Xbox Series X version for free.
Yeah, because at first when I messaged you guys or talking about Fable, I was like, looks like I'm getting the new Xbox, but it turns out the reboot for Fable is going to be on PC, so I'm happy. Because I really don't have any incentive to buy a new Xbox. I mean, I still don't have an Xbox One. I have my 360, which I haven't turned on in years, and I'm sure the system updates for that, if I did, it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I do plan on getting the PS5, but just not right when it comes out.
I'm definitely getting the PS5.
I'm going to wait a little bit after it comes out, so probably after the new year.
I think if anything for me, I'm probably going to get the warranty for both, just to play it safe, because I never do that with my consoles, in case for some reason the damn things start glitching.
I've been fortunate to not ever experience the red ring of death.
Or any type of glitching.
Yeah. I mean, if they had games that I was interested in, like, okay, it's kind of funny now I'm saying this, because when I used to work at Olive Garden, one of my friends and I would go back and forth. I was very much a diehard Microsoft fan. And he was like, no, PlayStation's so much better. I'm like, no, fuck off with that. And I was like, I'll give you that Sonic 06 was better on the PS3 than it was on a fucking 360. But no. Other than that, Xbox for life. But now that I have a PS4 Pro, I'm just kind of like, eh. And I also have a gaming PC. So, yeah, Xbox doesn't really mean much to me now. What matters to me now is trying to get my freaking fan to work. Because I am roasting in here.
To finish up the Halo thing, because I saw the trailer, a couple of things that were really interesting to me is it seems like they're going for larger maps for the missions. It's not linear to some extent where you have to focus on one target. There are times where there'll be multiple targets at the same time, and you can pick and choose which spot you go to first. So that seems interesting to say the least. Some people were on the fence, like going back and forth whether or not there was a graphics downgrade. I was watching it, and I don't know. To me, it seems like the graphics were either equal.
I mean, depending on the map, I can see it being downgraded a little bit.
I was going to say, for the teaser they showed, it was either to the same degree or less than the graphics for 5. The map itself for the teaser looked really interesting, though it got me thinking of like a Minecraft version of Halo. But then again, I was reminded that Halo is a simulated environment to some extent where it's built. So the way they had it set up where it looks like it's not like a natural structure, but more something that was built was really cool.
So is it continuation of the Halo series, or can it be played as a standalone?
Well, it looks like it's a continuation. As I mentioned, they say right off the bat that it's, the UNSC was defeated.
Okay, so it's not going to be accessible to those who have not been familiar or played the previous games.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, it's not like I was ever interested in playing a Halo anyway, but
I have a feeling if it's because something tells me that I have to look up the character, the one of the villains for 2.
You talking about the final boss fight one type villain?
The brute. I'm trying to remember the name of the brute.
Is it the Flood? What is the Flood?
No, there was a brute character that was like the chieftain of all the brutes for Halo 2 that were helping the Covenant that you kill off using the Arbiter. But I'm kind of
to the tune of what was it? I Will Not Bow. Wait, no. Fuck. Now I don't remember.
Because I'm wondering if this villain is some.
Blow Me Away. That's what it was.
I'm kind of wondering if this villain that they introduced for Halo Infinite is a standalone or something that spawns from the Halo Wars video games. And if so, a lot of people who have not played Halo Wars aren't going to know what these characters are. So there's going to be some confusion.
I've only ever played through the first 2 like standard Halo games. I haven't played the story for 3 or beyond.
I kind of avoided the Halo series out of spite, just because I had a lot of guy friends that played it and they were assholes, and so that kind of gave me a negative association with Halo.
Understandable. Real quick. Speaking of sequels, before we continue on the Xbox list, I recently found out that the sequel to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie has been.
I saw that too.
Yeah, we have a release date.
Ooh, when?
April 8th, 2022.
Ew. Okay.
So that should be interesting.
Hopefully Ben Schwartz still voices.
Oh, he is.
Awesome. I love Ben Schwartz.
So, another game, I guess, for world premieres, As Dusk Falls, and I guess this is a interactive drama.
Ooh.
From the trailer, it looked like it was a bunch of stills where there will be dialogue.
Right, former Quantic Dream lead developer. Nice.
Mm-hmm. I do remember seeing that trailer.
And then Avowed, a first-person RPG set in a fantasy world. By Obsidian. So a lot of people were coining it as Obsidian's version of Skyrim or Elder Scrolls.
That's an understandable,
Yeah. And, of course, the next one that's down the list, Fable, which, if I may talk about that trailer, for those who haven't seen it, I will say the end bit was probably the most hilarious.
The frog?
Yes.
what game?
Fable.
I didn't
the trailer that I sent in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think of that till, I thought it was going to be another fantasy game till they finally showed the the title, and
Yeah.
I should have realized it till that narrator started speaking, because he sounded the same as the narrators for the previous games. No.
John Cleese was the narrator for 2 and 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if, because it does say it's a reboot, not a remake. But I wonder if they're still going to keep characters like Teresa and Jack of Blades.
That'd be interesting.
Wouldn't be odd if they didn't.
I mean, it is a reboot, but like I said, I have not played the first game. I thought about getting it on Steam, the anniversary edition. I'm kind of bummed that you can't play, because I have Fable 3 and 2 on my 360, but like I said, my 360 has not been turned on in years. I don't have a capture card, and you can't buy it on Windows anymore. And plus, the servers are down for it because the studio shut down.
Jeez.
But yeah, like I said, anything that came after 3 does not exist in my mind. Fable: The Journey, that's not even a Fable game. It was a rail shooter using the Kinect.
Oh.
Huh.
The only thing that was similar in it is that Teresa was in it, but it was a literal rail shooter.
I'd rather play that than the card game, just saying.
Huh?
I'd rather play that than the card game. Even with how finicky
I would argue otherwise. I'd rather play the card game. God, that rail shooter sucked. There's no choice there's no choices that affect the plot or anything in the game. And then they were trying to make Fable Legends, which was only Fable in name. And it was a 4-player co-op pay-to-win game.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, which did not go over well when they initially released the teaser trailer for it, which eventually led to the Lionhead Studios being shut down.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Damn.
And one of my favorite collector's editions that I own is the Fable 3 collector's edition, just because the box is really cool. If I had my camera turned on and my lights on, you would be able to see it behind me, but it's a giant book, but it has hidden compartments in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it comes with a game, and then it has a secret compartment that has a deck of playing cards, and it has a coin, which is the Fable coin that I use whenever I used to stream on Twitch, choice-based games, to be a tiebreaker kind of thing. And it's a decent-sized coin, too. I had to throw it on the ground, though, not on my desk, because otherwise it would be loud as shit. But, yeah, I love my Fable coin. Nice. And I don't care what people say about 3. I did tell Magi that he can go blow Dante's balls because he said that 3 sucked. But other than that, I don't care if people dislike the game.
I'm sure a lot of people watched Angry Joe's video on that.
I have not, and I think I'll keep it that way.
I
I
would say
my memories intact with my love of the game.
I would
But
say for the sake of like the hilarity of it, I would check it out.
maybe. But I'm pissed because I tried to get all the achievements in it, and there was one achievement which I kept doing over and over again, and it would not unlock. And
Ooh.
it was where you had to go earn like 10,000 gold in somebody else's world. So you had to do co-op and then go into their world and make money doing random jobs. And I did that. And it did not unlock. I mean, because there's another achievement where you had to go in and kill enemies or kill people in the other person's world, which that one unlocked, but not the fucking work one. And then I guess because I mean I'm a completionist. I like to get all the achievements in those kinds of games. But I guess for Fable Anniversary, if I do get it, I'm going to be frustrated because there's the one achievement that you cannot get anymore because it involved the Xbox Smart Glass app.
Oh no!
Yeah, because it helped you find all the silver keys, and you have to use it in order to get the achievement unlocked. But it's not a thing anymore.
That's the only way to get it?
Yep.
What the?
Yep.
That's bullshit.
Just like Leisure Suit Larry, the very first game, there's an achievement in there that you can't get because they patched it, even on a mobile version, which was to turn the hot tub off so you could see Eve's boobs at the very end of the game. But you can't get that anymore. So that's the one achievement that I do not have for that game. It's frustrating just seeing the one fucking achievement that.
I'm sorry, but I see that move as similar to locking certain items out of games like Wind Waker because you're not using the tingle device on the GameCube.
I shall be able to kick chickens again, definitely.
Yep. What was the nickname involving doing that?
For Fable?
Yeah, was it Chicken Punter?
What was it called? I know what you're talking about.
You got so much ridicule for doing it with that and equipping that title. Huh?
Chicken Kicker.
Chicken Kicker.
Or Fight Cluck.
Fight Cluck?
Fight Cluck.
I take it that was in either 2 or 3.
That's Fable Anniversary.
Oh.
Oh, I just got the reference.
Chicken Chaser.
I'm saying Chicken Kicker. And all of them.
I don't know. I like Fight Cluck.
Yeah, I guess that's for the for Fable Anniversary. Those were fun. Oh yeah, I do see Chicken Chaser.
So
hold on, Chicken Chaser.
As we're talking about the names for punishing chickens, the next game down the list was Forza Motorsports.
I'm not surprised that one showed up in there as well.
The company that makes that game is making Fable.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit. But it says Playground Games. Oh no, Xbox Studios, Playground Games. Yep. The next one, I'm not gonna say much about Forza because I've never played a Forza game.
It's a racing game.
Yeah, you played one, you played them all, basically.
Yeah, I played enough Need for Speed and oh god.
Granted, it looks gorgeous as all hell.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, that goes back to we only see a cinematic trailer, not gameplay.
That we know of. If it's the same trailer they used in the Sony one, it might be actual gameplay, but who knows?
I will say what's really irritating is for a lot of these, there's not a lot of gameplay. It's just trailers.
Oh yeah, there's a Vindictus. Isn't there an achievement where you kick the chickens wearing a chicken costume? Because I remember there was a tournament where you could do that.
So another game is The Gunk. which I'm wondering if this is an indie game, but it's basically. Yeah, I heard that name. I'm like, that's not a really good name. But I guess it's like you're on an alien planet and you're trying to, when I was watching this, I'm like, is this like a rehash of Mario Sunshine?
The gunk lands us on an alien planet overtaken by, you guessed it, gunk. Okay.
And you're purifying it. So basically Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
That's when I saw the trailer, like that's the vibe I'm getting.
What was the freaking song that you
yeah, but it does not look like. Oh God.
Yeah. The next one was Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis.
Yeah.
From Sega.
It's an upcoming expansion.
So that'll be fun. Stalker 2, which is a blend of first-person shooter, an immersive sim, and horror.
And it's called what?
Stalker 2.
Oh, Stalker 2. For a second, I thought you said Soccer 2. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I said, I said Stalker. It's Stalker. Yeah, you're right.
It's Stalker.
So I don't think I played the first one.
I haven't either. I think the first one was subtitled Chernobyl.
Really?
I could be wrong on that. I could be easily misremembering that.
I'm looking up this game for a quick second so I know exactly what it's about. Because I feel like I've heard about it, but I've never seen anything on it. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl.
Shadow of Chernobyl. Thank you.
So Stalker 2, I think, is like a follow-up to that.
Most likely.
So that should be... So is it like a Metro game?
I don't know. I honestly never played it or experienced it in any capacity. All I know is the game is supposedly actually pretty terrifying.
I know just looking at it, it seems to some extent looks almost the same, but I guess...
Stalker the horror game. Okay.
So I'll have to check it out. Okay, the one that really got me, even though it's a cinematic trailer, the one that probably had the most impact would have to be State of Decay 3. The trailer, it starts off with this lady in the woods and a wolf pops up. And the first thing this lady does is screams at the wolf and it runs away. The next thing you know, she is like in the middle of the day, she is, and she's like sharpening like crossbow bolts. And the during the day, she's following this blood trail and looks through the scope of this crossbow she has, and I'm assuming it's the same wolf is being eaten by a deer, and kind of like a shot from Resident Evil, it pans up to the deer and sees half of it like torn apart and decaying, and this deer does this really unnatural freaking like roar or something. It was really cool. I was thinking to myself, this actually gets me kind of wondering what State of Decay was, because I've never heard of State of Decay.
It's a zombie series.
I kind of figured.
Zombie survival series.
I'm just thinking, I've never seen State of Decay 1 or 2. So
you've seen a trailer for the second one because we talked about it during one of the podcasts before.
Did we? Mm-hmm. Oh. Tetris. Another online. Which I'm wondering if this is the same. Is this
Tetris 99?
No, it's Tetris Effect.
Oh.
So
it doesn't look like your typical Tetris game, though.
Which it gets me when it says it's an original game with all new co-op and competitive online and local multiplayer mods. So I'm thinking to myself,
and it's going to be on VR.
Goodness.
I'm just thinking to myself, so It's
Oh, I see what it is. Okay.
There's only a few VR games I'm even remotely interested in.
I'm just thinking they've already done a co-op or competitive online thing for Tetris.
It's just like what I'm seeing here on their website just looks like just Tetris with a bunch of random backgrounds.
Yeah. Warhammer, 40,000 Dark Tide. I know a certain
Warhammer 40K is getting a new game.
I know a certain somebody would want to
do that. I'm honestly not surprised they're getting another video game. They tend to roll out a video game at least every
that's
3
why
to 5 years.
That's why I made the comment. I know a certain somebody we know is probably going to want to check that out.
Yeah.
I really wish I knew which Warhammer 40K I played.
I will say the trailer that they had for this one, I might be curious to see anything further about it. But I'll just wait and see. We got Crossfire X, which is a legendary PC franchise, comes to console in a fast-paced first-person shooter offering a variety of exhilarating multiplayer experiences and a cinematic campaign that explores a global conflict between the world's two most formidable private military factions.
Not gonna lie, when you first said Crossfire, I thought you were talking about like the old '90s game.
And
like it was an analog game. It wasn't a video game.
It's being published by Smallgate Entertainment.
I don't recognize that name.
Yeah, me neither. The next one, I might get back into it if I ever have the time. Destiny. For Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Now, something that gets me is a character that they had for the first game that was played by the same lady that played one of the Walking Dead characters. Was it Nancy? I can't remember.
Wait, who? What?
You watched The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
Talking about the badass old woman?
Carol?
No, not Carol. She was Glenn's wife.
Oh, Maggie.
Maggie, yeah. I don't know why I said Nancy. She played a brief character for Destiny 1 for the campaign. After you beat the campaign, she never shows up again. Now, they're bringing her character back. Probably for only 2 minutes. I would be surprised if it's only for 2 fucking minutes. But the description for the game, Bungie presents Destiny 2 Beyond Light, the next chapter of the critically acclaimed action sci-fi epic universe of Destiny 2. Join your fellow Guardians and bring down the Empire at any cost, even if it means wielding the darkness itself. Destiny 2 will also come to Xbox Game Pass in September, providing members access to all current Destiny 2 Standard Edition expansion, seasonal content sold separately, including the Standard Edition of the upcoming Beyond Light when it releases this November. To get the complete details, click on the link. Now, I will say with Destiny, if I can go on a little rant, I always felt that with Bungie, they wanted to just be one game. It always got me that with all these, and like, Destiny 2 has more expansions than Destiny 1 had.
Well, Destiny 1 only had like 2 expansions. So, I mean.
No, it had, oh gosh.
Because the last one Destiny 1 had was Rise of Iron.
It had 4 expansions. 2 of them couldn't really count as story expansions. You had the Taken King, which followed one of the earlier expansions, and as you mentioned, Rise of Iron.
Yeah.
which I will say probably out of all of them, the Taken King was probably one of my favorites.
Well, I mean, considering the fact that most of Rise of Iron's pretty much nothing but freaking Crucible shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Rob, did you mention the game Tell Me Why yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, because apparently that's made by the people who made Life is Strange. And it's going to be, the main character is trans. They're twins who can see visions of the past.
I know we were going to...
The life, or it's choice-based.
I know that's down the list I have.
I'm reading a different list now, so they're kind of they're different. They're in different order. But
okay. The next one on the list I have, I'm looking this at the Xbox website. Everwild, which is apparently a rare game. So that one will be interesting. Inspired by the beauty of the natural world around us, Everwild is a brand new game in development from Rare, where unique and unforgettable experiences await in a natural and magical world. Play as an Eternal as you explore and build bonds with the world around you.
So it's set in the Marvel universe? I'm kidding.
The next one is Grounded, which is a co-op survival adventure game with a narrative-led hook. Is ready to bring the backyard to you, combining elements from the RPG world with the best elements of survival games. You and up to 3 other players explored the backyard from the perspective of an ant to piece together how to return back to normal life size. Along the way, you'll run into both peaceful and very, very hostile insects. So basically, you're playing as an insect.
So, Sim Ant, but with a twist.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Medium, which I saw this and it looks really cool. Discover a dark mystery only a medium can solve. Travel to an old communist resort and use your unique psychic abilities to uncover its disturbing secrets, solve dual reality puzzles, survive encounters with sinister spirits, and explore 2 realities at the same time. So that was a really cool thing I saw with this trailer was it's basically 2 realities that you're going through or seeing. You have the normal reality, and it kind of got me thinking of Silent Hill to some extent, where you have the normal reality and the basically hell reality.
Yeah.
And you're traversing through both. And I wouldn't be surprised if at times it's like one kind of going back and forth between the 2.
Yes, so the idea is that you control 2 versions of the main character, Marianne, one in each of the physical and spiritual worlds via the same analog stick controls.
Okay.
Your version of Marianne has different abilities, such as the spirit world's ability for astral projection, but its immediate visual transition between the 2, which stands out. Okay.
Interesting.
Comes out on Christmas.
Nice. Probably if I end up getting these consoles, I'm not going to have any money to buy any of these games.
I hate the look of the Xbox.
Yeah.
What is the new one? Series X?
Yeah, it's just the tower. Though I'm kind of contemplating whether or not to just get the digital versions. Mostly because they may be cheaper. But we'll wait and see.
I haven't bought a physical copy of a game in a long time.
I probably won't for the newer consoles.
I think the last physical copy I have of a game is Breath of the Wild, unless you count the Kirby Star Allies that Magic gave me for Christmas.
How is that, by the way? Have you enjoyed it any?
I have not played it.
Though I might set myself for that Game Pass because if they are doing backwards compatibility for older games, then I want to replay the Dead Space games and some of the other games that I really enjoyed for 360.
Yeah. Welcome back, Vegan.
Welcome back. Outer Worlds is getting its one of its first expansions, Peril of Gorgon. So I haven't played Outer Worlds yet.
I heard it's good.
I heard it was a mixed bag. Like, some people were liking it, some people were hating it. But I'm gonna play it. I don't want to see for myself.
Yeah.
I know this one a lot of people are excited for. Psychonauts 2.
Isn't it supposed to be a VR experience?
Oh, and apparently Jack Black's in it. Psychonauts 2 is a mind-bending trip through the strange worlds hiding inside your brains. Freshly minted special agent and acrobat extraordinaire Rasputin Raz Aquota returns to unpack emotional baggage and expand mental horizons. Along the way, he'll help new friends, like this magical mute of light, voiced and sung by Jack Black. Raz must use his powers to unravel dark mysteries about the Psychonauts team and his own family origins.
So most likely there better be new characters in the team. Otherwise, people are going to be like, "Why are we playing this? This is almost note for note the first game."
Probably they'll listen to the voice actor who's reprising his role as the guy that played Zim from Invader Zim is reprising his role.
I've honestly never played Psychonauts.
I only know of that game because of the voice actor, and I've seen clips of it.
I've been wanting to play it though.
I've been curious about it.
I mean, I have enjoyed a decent number of Tim Schafer's games,
and I think it was Double Fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The first one was
Fandango, and I like Broken Age.
Say what now?
I said I like Grim Fandango and Broken Age.
Yep.
Both of Tim Schafer Double Fine games.
Yeah, and Grim Fandango was originally a LucasArts game.
Yeah. I played the remastered version. So it was Double Fine.
Same for Day of the Tentacle.
Still have to beat that game.
I still need to play it.
And I still need to beat Maniac Mansion, which you can play in Day of the Tentacle.
Yeah.
Maniac Mansion's hard.
As a matter of fact, I believe that is a trophy.
Yeah. And I still need to beat Thimbleweed Park, too.
The next game, the one you mentioned, Tell Me Why. Tell Me Why is a new Xbox Game Studios exclusive game from Don't Not Entertainment, the studio who created the beloved and award-winning franchise Life is Strange. In this intimate mystery, you play as twins Tyler and Allison Rona, exploring the memories of their joyful but troubled childhood in beautiful small town Alaska, using the supernatural bond that allows the twins to interact with memories of past, choose memory paths to determine the outcome, and uncover their personal story across 3 chapters beginning this August 27th.
Yeah. I have yet to play Life is Strange 2. I own it. I also need to play the Adventures of Captain Spirit. I've played the demo, but I have not played the full game.
Isn't that a precursor to the second game?
Not really.
Okay. I still need to play through the first one and After the Storm, but I don't even have After the Storm.
I have Life is Strange both on
I mean, before the storm. Sorry.
PC and mobile. But I don't know. Looking back at Life is Strange, I'm kind of like, because like award-winning. I mean, it was a fun game. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
I just hated the ending. Endings, I should say, because there's more than one.
Yeah.
The story just fell flat for me. But now, like I was telling you guys earlier in Discord, that now that I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn, all I hear is fucking Chloe Price the whole time as Aloy. Because it's the same voice actress.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ashley Birch. I think she does a really good job in Horizon Zero Dawn, based on what I've played so far. I have one gripe, though, about the mocap. The eyes. I don't know if it's just me, but the eyes just look dead to me. Like, their eyes are moving, they're blinking, their eyebrows are moving, but, like, it just doesn't look real. It's almost like the Uncanny Valley effect, but it just looks weird to me. And it becomes distracting. Like, if you were to cover their mouth and just show their eyes, you wouldn't be able to tell what emotion they're feeling or what they're trying to depict. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird about that, but I have a weird thing when it comes to eyes and hair when it comes to graphics.
I honestly couldn't tell when we were playing 7 Remake. What?
Or Doki Doki Literature Club. Eyes floating across the screen.
We need to at some point like do some I need to see about doing or downloading Steam again and like on my Mac side and downloading the Higurashi games.
Yeah. I need to watch the anime.
I need to finish the first series again so I can move on to Kai, the second season.
I did finish Interspecies Reviewers.
That was a good show.
Yeah. Definitely see why it was banned. Have you heard of that show, Rob?
Which show again?
Interspecies Reviewers. It's an anime basically where these guys and guys, they go to various brothels and review them, and they go and see various like spiritual or not spiritual, but
adventures.
Yeah, well, because like one of them would be like a cat brothel or cat girl brothel. Another one would be like fairies and all that stuff.
These brothels are run by what are called sucky girls. Mm-hmm. Because they're basically like succubi in a manner of speaking.
It's basically it's soft. But it's funny and I like it.
It was actually an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Huh.
The only part that made me go, why are you guys doing this?
The egg laying?
Yep.
I don't want to know.
No, you don't.
Like I was fully with Stunk and I keep forgetting the elf's name.
Anyway, I'm just gonna finish this.
Move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, so Summer Game Fest reveals Balan Wonderworld. Welcome to the wondrous all-action show, the likes of which has never been seen before. Balan Wonderworld is a wondrous action platformer game themed around the Balan Theater, led by the enigmatic maestro named Balan. The star of the show, Emma and Leo, will use special abilities from a multitude of characterful costumes as they adventure in a bizarre and imaginary land of Wonder World. All right. Next one is Dragon Quest.
11?
Yes. Echoes of the Elusive Age.
Yep. I was wondering how long it would take for it to be released over there. To that console, I mean.
Next one is Echo Generation from Coco Cucumber, I'm assuming. Echo Generation is a turn-based adventure game about a gang of kids investigating supernatural occurrences in their small town. Complete quests, battle monsters, and level up your party to save your hometown from danger in a heroic tale of childhood adventures. Next one is Exomecha from Twisted Red. Exomecha is a brand new, free-to-play online competitive first-person shooter that takes place in Omeka, a new and untouched planet with exotic environments. Exomecha offers you breathtaking gameplay experience with its flexible playing style mechs, unique gadgets and abilities, and boss battles. Okay.
Did you already cover Grounded?
I believe we did. Yes, we did.
Another game from a city, and Grounded puts you in the shoes of a kid who's been shrunk down to miniature size. You and your friends explore and try to survive in the dangerous wilds of your backyard.
Yeah, we were just talking about
the kids meets Rust.
Yeah, we were talking about that one.
Okay.
Next one, Hello Neighbor 2.
Yeah, I forgot that was getting a sequel.
Hello Neighbor 2 is a stealth horror game where you're being stalked by a mysterious creature, so not the neighbor anymore.
They lied in their title.
Yeah. Tracked by a mysterious creature as you try to track down Mr. Peterson, the neighbor. So I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Pat's theory was correct and the creature, or what was speculated, was Mr. Peterson made a deal with the devil, and the creature stalking you is the devil. That would be something. Just add on to the whole thing. Who has disappeared after the events of the first game. Play against an advanced self-learning AI that tracks and adapts to your every move.
Is this the same? Oh, never mind. I was thinking of a different game. I remember seeing footage of Hello Neighbor. That game looks like it would drive my anxiety.
I couldn't pay attention to it.
Huh?
I couldn't pay attention to gameplay for the first game.
Yeah, it looks like it would drive my anxiety through the roof at parts, though.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of games like that. Plus, the neighbor look creeps me out.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs Legion will be coming out soon. Delivers a never-before-seen gameplay innovation that allows you to recruit and play as anyone you see in the iconic city of London. Every single character is in the open world is playable, and everyone has a backstory, personality, and skill set that will help you personalize your own unique team, recruit your friends, and join the fight in online multiplayer to take back London in 4-player co-op missions. Since this is a Ubisoft game, I feel like this is kind of sounding like Assassin's Creed Unity to some extent.
I don't know. I'm hesitant or reticent about Watch Dogs just because I was so excited for the first game, and then I played it and I hated it.
You know, I was on and off with Watch Dogs, the first one. I want to play the second one.
I heard the second one's better.
I will say, when I first played it, the one thing that got me, that kind of made me broke the rules of like not killing people that don't deserve it. Well, it made no sense to me because I was following the leads for the sex traffickers.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had that one douchebag that was belittling his coworker.
In the first one?
Yeah.
Not
for
the
those
British
who-
guy.
I don't think it was a British guy. He's a complete fucking asshole.
I
And
remember. I don't know. Like, I didn't beat the game because I just hated the fact that if you were doing chase missions, like, you couldn't escape it.
yeah,
You had to complete it. You couldn't just like quit mission. You had to complete it. It'll keep, if you die, it keeps you, or you respawn in the same area. You have to do it over and over again.
yeah.
That turned me off from playing the rest of the game. I just ended up just watching like the cutscene movie of the whole game just so I could know what the story was about. But maybe it was just me being competent in the game, but I don't know. I just did not like it. But like I said, I heard the second one was better, but I just can't. Loved the concept. I thought the concept was so cool. But I guess I won't completely shit on it. I didn't beat the game myself, so.
I've never played a single Watch Dogs game. Haven't really watched anything on them, but I'm glad they finally showed like gameplay footage for Legion. And at the same time, I'm just like, this looks the same.
Now
it kind of looks the same as 2. It looks.
Now, somebody said there's a couple people that I was listening to. They thought what would be a cool idea if they implement it for this new Watch Dogs game is, let's say, some of the people that you recruit, permadeath for some of those characters.
Yeah, I believe there is actual permadeath.
So, like, let's say you recruit a character that you really like, and you accidentally get them killed. You can't bring them back.
Due to the sheer amount of characters you can recruit in this game. If memory serves, they did say that there will be permadeath for these characters. If they die, they're gone.
So I thought that was kind of cool. That some people were talking about that, and that would sound like a really cool element to the game, and give you a reason to try to keep them alive.
Like, we did talk briefly about this game, like, back during last year's E3, because they revealed it there, if memory serves. And Magi's right. The main reason, Magi was right. The main reason it was talked about was primarily because the assassin Granny.
Yeah. Oh, probably one of the most entertaining characters of the game. That assassin guy.
Oh no, she's a granny.
Oh yeah.
She's a literal granny that is.
Oh, I was talking about
professional assassin.
No, I was talking about there was this Chinese, or I don't know if he's Chinese, or this one assassin guy that shows up in 1 and 2, and he's probably one of the most entertaining characters out of all of them. Out of all of the characters that they introduce in the games.
I think I know who you're talking about. I'm trying to remember. Yikes, Megan, that sucks.
Actually, the one, like, when they first introduce him, what's his name? Shows up.
Hold on. Watch Dogs. Is it wrong that I'm typing in Watch Dogs Asian guy? Hey, there we go. Found him. Jordy Chin.
Yes, that's him.
You're right, he is Chinese.
Okay, cool.
Well, based on his name, Chin. So, way to go. You got the not racist card tonight.
Let's see how long that lasts. Before somebody... Yeah, some of the moments with him were really fun.
I liked him now that I remember who that guy was. Yeah.
So after Watch Dogs, games are being optimized for Xbox Series X, Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5. Now I know there was a mention of Gears game, and I thought they were talking about 6, but apparently not.
Gears of War?
Yeah. Then there's Gears Tactics.
The only thing I know about Gears of War was the one character's name Dominic? Was it he in 3?
Dom.
Dom. The one that dies. Right?
Probably one of
Spoilers? Gosh.
my favorite
Oh,
character. Oh, I'm gonna say he goes through an emotional roller coaster through the games.
Yeah, I remember seeing something about his story because his wife dies. Like she's super all frail and like he basically mercy kills her, right?
Yeah, it's the reason he did that was because he like through 1 and 2 he's trying to find her.
Yeah.
And the only thing he hears of his wife is hints of where she's been moving around. And in 2, they find out that apparently the locusts were collecting humans, torturing them, and using them to for something. They don't know what, but they were capturing humans.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of them were being placed in these torture camps. And Dom ends up finding his wife, but she was only a shell of her former self.
Yeah, I remember seeing like what she looked like, and it's like, ooh.
And he basically, yeah.
He mercy kills her.
Yep. And like the third game, he grows a beard. He's, you know, to some extent a shell of his former self. He tattoos Maria.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the thing that really hits home for him is when he goes into her hometown. Because they have to. Or,
yeah.
Like they have no other choice to. And there's a moment where he ends up, I guess, going to a statue or a memorial for his wife,
mm-hmm.
which I think was a great moment. And that last moment with Dom was just so freaking.
Yeah, the only reason why I know about it is because of Watch Mojo. And also it was mentioned in one of their videos about like the hardest achievements of all time to get.
Also, the song they picked for his last, which is Mad World.
Yep. The Gary Jules version.
That song really gets you.
You know that's popular in like the UK. It's like a popular Christmas song.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
But
every time I hear it, I think of Donnie Darko.
Right?
So Gears Tactics, critically acclaimed, fast-paced, turn-based strategy game. That's not based off. Okay, it is from the same people that made Gears of War.
Well, I would hope so.
That's weird. Okay. Ori and the Will of the Wisps
is being
finally getting an Xbox release.
Yeah, it's being optimized for the Xbox Series X.
I'm honestly surprised. Oh, it's being optimized for
it's being optimized. It's already
out
right now.
This one I don't get because I know a lot of people had some contention for it. Sea of Thieves. No, Sea of Thieves.
Oh. Thought you were talking about Ori still.
Yeah, Ori's been well respected and loved.
I think that's why I said, in case I didn't, I tried to say the next one.
Yeah, the second one, I think it was Will of the Wisps.
Yeah.
One of the people that worked on it was the person who made another Metroid 2 remake, or AM2R. So that's really cool in my book.
The next ones that they announced, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I saw the gameplay of it a little bit.
It looks interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still laughing that someone actually equated it to Ubisoft finally getting closer to trying to make their version of The Witcher 3. Wow.
I did hear that. Bright Memory Infinite is another game that's being announced. Call of the Sea, Chorus, Dirt 5.
Wait, I made that Witcher 3 joke.
Really?
Yeah, when I was playing Odyssey.
Yeah, but I mean, somebody, when talking about the upcoming AC game,
it's basically just Valhalla seems like a reskinned version of Odyssey, to be honest with me. Honest with you. Will I play it? Most likely, because I loved Odyssey.
Scarlet Nexus is another game that's coming out from Bandai and Namco. Scorn, which is a horror game I've been kind of waiting to hear more of.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much about it.
Likewise.
Second Extinction, The Ascent, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2. I need to play the first one.
Have fun with that.
Isn't that
it's not bad. It's just meh, in my opinion.
Can I find it on Steam?
Should be able to.
I know it's on Switch. Pretty sure it's on Switch.
The last one is Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh.
So those were some of the games that were announced on...
you already mentioned Avowed?
I think I did.
Okay.
I don't recall that.
Avowed, a new epic fantasy RPG from Obsidian, the studio behind Outer Worlds and Pillars of Eternity, set in the
we did mention that.
That's literally all we know at this point, is all it says.
Yeah, well, I mean, Obsidian did make New Vegas, because I looked it up just a moment ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, them equating this to Obsidian games is basically Skyrim or what have you.
Or Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, their Elder Scrolls game of sorts.
Obsidian, Oblivion.
Yeah. So.
Oblivity.
Yeah.
Oh, words.
Yes.
Exactly. So. I will say for some of those games I'm really excited for. As I mentioned, I'd like to hear more about Scorn. Because all we've seen is a few trailers just showing how gritty, I don't know if gritty is the right word, grotesque, but honestly, just downright beautiful it looks. It's weird that I have to use those two words in correlation with each other, beautiful and grotesque.
I mean, it's possible. But I mean, it's always possible such things happen.
It's pretty much Alien-esque.
Word combinations are fun.
Alien-esque? What do you mean? Like the series Alien?
I mean, freaking A. What's the director or the guy that designed?
Talking Geiger?
Yeah. Yeah, Geiger-esque design.
Right on, right on.
I mean, out of all the games listed, there's nothing on that list that makes me be like, oh, I will definitely buy the Series X.
Yeah.
I mean, if Fable wasn't going to be available on PC, then yes, I would definitely buy it, but I'm just going to wait until it comes out on PC.
Okay.
But there are for the PS5, though, that's another story. But like I said, I'm not going to get it when it comes out, but knowing my dumbass, I probably will. Because my mind changes, because that's fun. But I mean, I haven't had a PS4 for long. I've only had my Pro for 2 years because I bought it so I could play Detroit Become Human.
Yeah,
which I've got to replay that, and I'm probably going to do that for the channel while doing my research.
Ooh.
And we have to do it soon because the deadline is August 14th, and then my book manuscript has to be in by September 1st. So I've got to start playing again soon.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I figured I'll probably be streaming it on the channel. It's not going to be like a let's play per se, but it's just going to be me playing through the game and taking notes.
All right.
So, I mean, I've already platinum the game before, but there's already things that I've noticed before even starting the game on the PC version that are different, or at least it has more detail to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of doing stuff with the channel, Rob, do you plan on doing your favorite of the Metroid games? Metroid Fusion?
If it ever came out for the Switch.
Well,
actually,
the only way I see that happening is if they released it, did a GBA online thing.
Now,
Release a NES and SNES, you know?
One thing I might check out is if I hook up my my Wii U and see if they have it released or had released it for the Wii U.
Yeah, might want to hurry. End of the month, they're shutting down Wii U eShop.
Oh, yeah, I doubt I'm going to have time then because I don't have much money.
Oh, you don't actually own it on your Wii U?
I don't have it on my Wii U, no.
Darn it.
So that's what they need. I think I said this before. They need to, like, some of the classic games, like, release them for the Switch. People will buy it.
Oh, for sure. Especially, hell, they need to somehow figure out a way to port Metroid Prime Trilogy over to the Switch.
Yeah.
Well, with Prime 4 coming out. Whenever that is. We haven't even seen any gameplay footage, or release date, what have you. We haven't seen anything other than the freaking teaser reveal.
Yeah.
They need to port Mario 64 for the Switch.
Knowing them, they'd probably end up porting the DS version. Just saying.
You know what? One game I can definitely see is them porting the 3DS ports for Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
I just pictured an ocarina with the face of an orc. Thank you.
They should port Galaxy and Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. There's still a good number of Wii U titles that need to be ported over.
I am Mr. Gay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You know about that, right? In Super Mario Galaxy, the first one, at the menu screen, the lights that twinkle in the letters.
Oh, yeah.
I am Mr. Gay, and the second one is I am are you.
You realize a lot of people, the only reason a lot of people know about that is because Aaron from Game
Grumps
brought it up.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of that, I'm actually going to rewatch so I can relax for a bit after this stream, which we might end it in a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to rewatch their great game rooms for Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, as far as the Galaxy games go, and the ones that basically requires Wii U, the Wii remote and nunchuck, they'd have to rework it for those that only have like Switch Lite or what have you.
Or if anything, just switch it to basic controller capacity. I can see them doing that.
The Switch Lite.
Like, in regards to Prime 3, they could easily do it. The only, like, as far as the motion control stuff, because there's a lot of it in Prime 3, they could make it to where it's gyroscopic.
Yeah.
I replayed Odyssey in order to, because I realized I didn't get all the coins I needed for one last costume, which was the zombie costume.
Oh, no.
So now I can say I've officially 100%ed it.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to replay, because I watched another WatchMojo video about the hardest levels of all time, and Darker Side of the Moon was on there. That was the one that I talked about before, that and Chia and I got into an argument in our Twitter group DM because I was so pissed because all I had to do was fucking jump. Just jump down and I would have fucking beat the level because it's 15 stages and no checkpoints. And I just had to jump, but my fucking Switch froze. And so I have never beaten that level legitimately. because I ended up exploiting a glitch before where you don't even have to go in and play the level at all, but still beat it.
Mhm.
But they patched it, so you can't do that glitch anymore. And so I tried replaying Darker Side of the Moon, and I can't get past that first stage without dying a shit ton of times. So in my head, I am 100% completed. I got all the purple coins, got all the moons, unlocked everything anything you can do. But personally, I need to beat that level legitimately in order for me to be happy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Fuck that level.
How's Demo treating you?
I like it. It's just confusing.
Oh?
Like I said, I didn't realize that I was playing free play the whole time. I was like, why am I not progressing? You said there was dialogue. I didn't see any dialogue because I fucking thought that the levels were menu screens.
Yeah, you tap on the various parts of each area.
Yeah, I figured that out about 9 hours in.
Oh,
Yeah, I should have
geez.
said something about that. Sorry.
The game's fun, and I was watching people do play it in real life, like on a piano, like Marigold and what was the other one?
It's impressive.
And then some people playing it on their mobile or with styluses. Like, have you heard of Demo, Rob?
I don't think I have.
It's a rhythm game.
Basically, you play piano.
Okay.
But it's hard. Like, I have yet to 100% a song.
Yeah, I've only ever full comboed a few.
Yeah, I full comboed songs, but you have to have it like hits, so it has to be like specifically, you got to hit it exactly. The hitbox is getting from Lego Room, but in order
I refuse to try for the all charming. Just no.
Oh no! Fuck that! Like some levels that are on easy are hard, but it's addicting and it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Let me know when you beat it.
Or you can play it touchscreen. So
let me know when you beat the first story, the first playthrough.
Okay.
Oh,
all right. I gotta get out of here because I'm fucking roasting. So
I'm gonna end it.
All right.
So, first off, thanks to Aiden and MJ for stopping by today. This has actually been a really fun conversation.
Yeah, it cured my grumpy ass. Seriously, I've been really cranky today.
Well, you went from grump to not so grump, so.
We went from
grump in a second. So, bye guys, peace.
All right. Now, I will say we've talked about some serious topics and some fun ones.
Yeah.
So, I want to thank everybody for stopping by and enjoying this time with us. For those who probably watch this later, please feel free to leave and for those who are watching it live, please feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, share with people you know, and subscribe if you haven't. With that being said, this is Rob and Aiden signing off. Have a good one, and take care, guys.